Good morning. We all doing well? I've been MIA, doing other things. Which, you know what? It's a necessary thing because the energies have not been very nice, you guys, and I've been seeing so much criticism. And it's just, it hurts my heart. It really does. So I wanted to get on today to talk about that and some downloads. And I'm only going to pull like just a few cards while I'm on here because this is something that has affected me in my world many times, and it's affected other people that I care about. And it gets really disheartening when others feel the need to be critical of your life and what you're doing, or how you're dressing, or how you're going about your day, or how you're doing things, because they think they know better. When ultimately it's nobody's business what you do. As long as you're leading your life with good intentions, you're not out morally hurting people and scamming or things like that. It is not anybody's business. And I wish more people would understand that, to belittle and make comments and, post things that, they really do hurt people's feelings, and it becomes just like second nature. Oh, well, that was just a joke. Oh, well, that was just a... Well, that's great. And I hope you got a good laugh at it. But when you're making fun of other people for your benefit, I don't find that, So, I got a lot of things here over the last few days, because it's been 4 or 5 days, I think, since I've been out here. But question I wrote down was, why do you feel the need to be right? Why do you have to be right? Does it make you feel better? Does it make you feel superior? Does it make you feel like you got all your shit together? Does it make you a better person because you were able to belittle people because you were right? Makes no sense to me. No one benefits from the diminishing of others. Their punishment is self-inflicted. They do not need my help. Do they pay your light bill? Then why do they worry about your brightness? I have found, and this to be true within like the last 2 weeks, my videos on my Facebook were getting so many hits that so many people, I think, were enjoying them, that there's a few of you out there that, chose to make comments or do whatever or turn it in, and then they've gone to nothing again now, or the algorithms or whatever is going on. I find it just the control that people try to have over other people's lives because they're doing something to benefit joy in other people's world is just, it's incredible to me. Why does it bother you that other people are happy? They don't like your shine and are doing everything they can to dim it. They are afraid of what you have to say to others. And I used this acronym when it came through. Eddie Haskell is getting his karma, now understanding that what they have done to you is coming back to them. They thought they got away with it, but failed to realize that you have a protection that they can't dim. You are meant to show others how to heal themselves. No one can heal anyone, but you can teach them to heal themselves and be happy. Many will criticize, but many will appreciate your help. I hope you understand how powerful your message and life story is to help others. Your mastery is in your reaction to others. When you learn to master yourself to react in a way that truly shows the fact that you don't have judgment for others, you just choose to let others live their life. It becomes you know, part of who you are. So there is a an acronym that like many therapists use, and it's called HALT, and it's about either being hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. How do you respond? And especially with children, if you're hungry, you're angry, lonely, or tired, and you aren't catching that in yourself, and you're having a moment with your child or with other children, step back. Take a look at how you're responding. Why did it irritate what they did? You know, are they actually doing something bad? Or is it just because there's something bothering you that you haven't taken care of? Angels have been doing a lot of the dirty work for us, and you know, things have been happening to people for reasons, and a lot of things are coming to light. But what's happening here is a lot of people aren't understanding that they're having to put their ego in check. It's a very fine line between doing good and your ego, okay? And a lot of people are learning that they need to ghost their ego and understand that doing something just for the shine is not a reason to be doing things. Okay? Are you caught in the sauce? Are you caught in that ego sauce? Are you hiding yourself? Do you show the world the real you? Are you taking time for just you? So, over the weekend, I was in my garden, which I absolutely love. And I was sitting out there, and within maybe 10-15 minutes of each other, I had a older bunny come and sit in front of me and just sit there and look at me and talk to me, and just, you know, it was like he was giving me wisdom about his life in the neighborhood. It was just the most amazing thing I've ever had. And he, you know, eventually went on his little merry way. Then I had a raccoon come. It scared me because I was sitting this way, and he came from behind me, and he came and he sat and he looked at me, and he hung out for a while, and I thought it was a mama raccoon, but it might have, you know, usually if they're out during the day, they're out because they're hungry. But he sat there and just was like, you know, this feels good. And I've learned that when animals feel safe around you, your intuitiveness definitely, you know, is enhancing. And what I get from that, you know, with a raccoon, rabbit to me means abundance and, you know, things going correctly. But the raccoon is usually to warn you in the sense of, you know, yeah, there's been others that have been trying to stop you, and there have been people that have, you know, but also that your risks and the things that you've been doing for yourself, that you've been stepping out of the box, are a good thing. And it's okay. It's okay to do things that other people don't understand for yourself. If you're feeling good about it and it's not hurting anybody else, don't let other people tell you you can't. I don't care what age you are. We all have dreams and goals. You work toward those. And then I fell across a few other things, and I don't know where a lot of these, you know, and I still have to do a little investigation because I always like to look things up. But don't wait for permission from others. Go do what makes you happy. And that was a Kate Hudson. And, you know, look at her. Beautiful album. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. So, and this is the part that I'm going to read, and it was on a site, I think it was on Instagram, but girls are most attractive when you start dressing like your Venus sign. So this is going to pertain to your astrological chart. If you don't know it, go out to one of the ones out there, Cafe Astrology, astro.com, there's a few of them. So you're most attractive when you start dressing like your Venus sign. You do your makeup like your rising sign. You're most assertive and firing when you're embodying your Mars sign. Your 10th house shows where your future spouse lives. The funny part of mine is in Virgo. I was married to a Virgo, but my dad's a Virgo, my son's a Virgo. None of my friends are Virgos. So I'm doing something right because, and use your Saturn sign to find out what they need to master in your lifetime, and still intentionally manifest during your eclipse seasons and Mercury retrogrades. So they're just little tips and tricks that you can use based on your astrology to go and figure out some things for yourself if you ever wanted to know. And Friday, before I went out, had a birthday party and some fun with some friends, and I kept hearing the song I Saved the Best for Last by Vanessa Williams. And I even danced around my apartment and sang it with myself and whatnot. But this song stuck in my head for days. Basically what I get out of that, because today I heard it too, again, is people either are going to give you their light or their darkness. And it is up to you how you choose to accept individuals in your world. Who do you surround yourself with? Who do you surround yourself with? It makes a big difference in your world. Okay? I've cut out a lot of people. I did it again recently again. And you know why? Because it's people trying to tell me how I need to live my life. Well, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't do that, Lori. You shouldn't do that. Go back to it. Do they pay your light bill? Then why do they worry about your brightness? I don't understand it. It's such a control factor that we have been taught that you need to start to control things. And you need to, and don't get me wrong, yes, you do need to do some certain things in your world to make sure that you have enough of everything. But controlling what other people do or what other people say or situations, it's really none of your business unless they asked you. Okay? It's a hard one. It really is. I mean, I'm type A. I have been most of my life. And it's only because I don't like people telling me what to do. And I know that about myself. But at the end of the day, if I'm not doing something that is intentionally hurting people, why do people care so much on what I have to say? Communication. Wonder how that other person's feeling? Ask them. Wish they knew how you were feeling? Tell them. You've just been drafted into the communication army, where there is a strict do ask, do tell policy. Speak with a kindness and gentleness and reach an understanding. If you don't, assumption will just make asses of everyone, including the person that came up with this aphorism. So that's my affirmative deck. But that's the biggest part of it. Communicate clearly. Communicate what you need to do. Communicate your life. Communicate and stick to it. And if you choose to make changes, you make changes. And don't you let others tell you, no, you can't do that. You can do anything you want. Anything. Start saying no to the people that tell you you can't. Stop letting the people into your world that try to tell you you can't. And a lot of people have said a lot of things about me in my entire life. And a lot of things, and they made up stories and lies. And the sad part about it is it's catching up to them now. And it's unfortunate for them because I would have never done that to them. But you know what? Again, I'm protected by something bigger and better than anybody's whatever. And their black magic and their words and their freezing jars and their whatever, all the crap, may work for a little bit of time. But eventually, spirit gets tired of people manipulating, trying to make things bad for other people, when all they really needed to do was to take all of that and look at themselves and make themselves better. It's that simple. High vibes. Angel number 1144. Divine intervention. Prosperity. Big ventures. Fated events. Faith, purpose, and a higher calling. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. So these are the gifts that my spiritual warriors are going to be receiving, because why? You chose to be that person, and you chose to shine light where others wanted to dim it, and you chose to be kind where others wanted to be petty, and you chose to do things that nobody would ever thought to do, and that's beautiful. And you keep doing that, and you don't worry that all these people got all these things to say, because are they coming from a place of love? Because if they're not, it doesn't matter. So let's get a few trinkets. And I will be on board this weekend. I'm caught up now. Alright. Yes. The full moon, you guys. It's going to be a big one again. I always, full moon. Stay home. Put your crystals in your window. Make moon water. Write down all the things that you want to release out of your life, including those people. Okay? So, it's beautiful. And how many did we get? 6. You've been swimming against the current, against people, and going with the flow. You had your kitty protection. I had 3. You have been beautifully protected. Remember that. Opening a door to a new piece of life. And because it's the one with the heart, I do believe love. The beautiful part of it all is you've been protected and you've had luck on your side. So, you keep going and spreading that love. You keep going and spreading that kind word. You keep going and being that person that you are meant to be in this world. Tell the naysayers to go pound sand and go about your day. I love you all so much. I'll see you soon.